reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Queens of New York Podcast, live on the Evening Rush Network. Real, raw, and uncut Queens.
Hey! Happy Monday, y'all.
It is Monday. If y'all didn't know it, if y'all didn't have to go to work today, if y'all didn't know today was Monday, it's Monday. And, you know, most people don't like Monday. But here at the Queens of N.Y.C. Podcast, we don't like Mondays either. No, I'm joking.
I don't know. I think it's just any day of the week. We just be tired. I don't know.
It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. I'm tired. Okay, y'all? It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. I'm just always tired. But I'm going to get this energy up for y'all because that's what y'all here for. Girl, how was your weekend?
My weekend was actually okay this weekend. I had little orders, not nothing major, but a little something. I actually kind of chilled and relaxed. I didn't even go nowhere, which was actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, because you don't usually get to do that, so that was good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, so I didn't go nowhere. I went from the bedroom to the living room, and plus it was too hot. I didn't go nowhere too hot.
Yo,
even today is hot.
Hot? Nah, today I went outside. I wasn't expecting the heat today. I was like, nah, it's like a sauna outside. Like,
oh, it's that bad?
I must have set his ass right in front of my house because it was hot. Like, I was hot as hell. I was like, oh no, this is ridiculous.
If I don't have to go outside, trust me, I won't. And
that's usually me, but I had to go outside today.
When the AC is not on freezing, I'll be like, oh, it's kicking a little bit kind of toasty outside. But when it's freezing, I'm like, oh, all right, it's a little pleasant or whatever. But
it must be a little cool outside or something.
Right, but so far it's been all right. Like, my weekend was actually okay. Nothing major. Just chill weekend in the house.
I did like little stuff here. You know, on Friday I went to go see Erykah Badu in Prospect Park.
How was it?
That was cool. It was a vibe. I was a little disappointed. She didn't do Tyrone.
No?
But why? You would think she would have called Tyrone. But
that's like the main hit for her.
She didn't call Tyrone at all. She said, fuck Tyrone. Let Tyrone's friends stay where the hell he at. Don't call Tyrone because whatever. But and then Friday I went to my cousin's Saturday I went to my cousin's birthday party, which was real nice. I got to see some of my family that I don't usually get to see, and some of my circuit family that I don't ever get to see. But other than that, yesterday I ain't did shit. I was like, I was out Friday and Saturday. Oh no, Sunday. Count me out. Don't ask me to go nowhere. Don't look for me. I'ma stay down here. I'ma watch TV. Don't look for me.
Sunday was a chill moment. My weekend was chill. Like, I literally cooked dinner probably like almost every day this week. Normally I'd be like, oh, y'all on your own. Fuck that. I ain't cooking. I literally cooked dinner like almost every day this week. Yeah. So I don't know. When I tell you it was a chill weekend, it literally was a chill weekend. I might have sat in front of the door with my dog, with baby or whatever. It was like real simple, nothing spectacular, regular ass. I can literally say this is a first of many regular ass weekends, to the point I was looking up flights like, you know what? Why not? Just get up out.
Yeah, because you're always trying to be flued out somewhere.
Yes. Hey, Vet Green, how are you? Yeah, so that's what I was doing. That's how I knew my weekend was literally real relaxed. When I'm sitting on flights, like, I'm gonna pack up right now, get up in the morning type shit. But I just wasn't paying no $300 for the flight round ticket.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all need to get it together. Like, gas prices is going down. So why is these goddamn plane tickets not going? Why these prices ain't going back down? I guess they said they still trying to make up from when COVID happened, when they was having $40 flights and shit.
Right. So, but that's the thing. Like, I look for like next week, and I look for like the end of this weekend, and the price was like half off. So I couldn't even get too mad because it was literally today's Saturday. I'm trying to find a flight tomorrow, so I knew the prices was going to be high. And I've done that a couple of times, and the tickets was like maybe $100 or $150 or whatever. So I've done that a couple of times. And still got.
Sunday it's hard to find a plane ticket. Like, not hard to find one. It's hard to find a cheap plane ticket because they figure that's when everybody ready to come back home because they got to go to work on Monday.
Right.
But for us that ain't got to work on Monday, Sunday's a regular ass day, and I don't think we should have to pay them prices. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
The fuck, man. Shit.
Right. So other than that, I just was like, no.
Yeah. So hotels is cheap on Sunday, but flights is expensive. So I guess it weighs itself out. Cause
exactly.
Because if you're trying to get a hotel from like Thursday to Sunday, Thursday and Sunday night are the cheapest. Friday, Saturday, them shits be up.
Right, because I was looking at Myrtle Beach, I was looking at Vegas, and I was looking at what is it? Atlantic City. And from Sunday to Thursday was actually pretty good. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm just not playing. For one, I don't want to get on a bus for Atlantic City, and then I didn't want to go to pay $300 and something for a round trip ticket. So I was just like, I guess this means I gotta stay home.
Let me tell you something. If you trying to go to Vegas is cheapest from Sunday to Thursday.
Yes,
because you can get you a goddamn room in Vegas for like $12. $12 a night or something.
Right, like maybe 80 cents. Right.
Thursday. But then you still got to pay for that plane ticket though. But Monday and Thursday aren't usually that bad of days to travel as far as, plane tickets and stuff like that. They're usually pretty good. Right. Wednesday being the cheapest day, Tuesday, and then probably Monday, something like that.
So I can't complain. I must say, I needed it.
All right. So it was a chill weekend. That was good. That's always a plus. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about current events, pretty much. Things that's happening in the U.S. mainly, and things of that nature.
Yeah, basically. There's
too much going on. And I was looking stuff up. I was like, why did it seem like everything was such bad news? I couldn't find nothing with any. Well, not that it's not good news, but it's still bad news. I'm like,
we go on with our everyday things to do, and we're forgetting things happen, around the world, maybe a couple blocks down, maybe the next state, somewhere where our family live. We tend to forget.
Yeah,
The world is crazy right now. Hey, Dawn.
The world is very crazy right now. I had looked up some stuff. Envy had looked up some stuff. I have found something that says, the two guys, the father and son that shot Aubrey. They got life sentence. I mean, so like I said, what Dawn say?
He said, "Hey, hello, Dawn." I guess.
Yeah. So the two of them, the father and son, they got life sentences.
Really?
So I said it's good news because it's justice for him, but it's bad news the fact that he had to lose his life. Like, that's horrible.
Yeah, but
just running down. All he was doing was running down the damn block. He was jogging and minding his business, and two men came up, attacked him. He pinned them off, and then they was like, "You know what? He beating our ass. Let's shoot him."
That's crazy. And where did this one take place at?
I believe this. I don't remember. This was something from like last year or something like that, or like earlier this year. I think it was in one of those states down south where they don't like black folk.
Dawn said, but he got justice. All justice ain't right justice. We got to say that. You know that, because a lot of times they don't look at it. They don't look at it like that.
Nah, they got justice. The both of them got life sentences. I hope the two of them got life sentences, and the guy who taped it, pretending like, that he was trying to, tape it for their evidence. I hope he gets. Yeah, you're an accomplice too, so you can get some time too. It may not be life, but you're gonna get about 5 or 6 years too. I don't know, but they should have minded their business and left that man alone.
It's just crazy how a lot of things be going on.
It's just weird that there's just still so much hatred in this world. Like, I don't get it. I really don't understand, like, why people hate each other so much. Like, not even the fact I get people don't like certain people because of the color of their skin, their race, their religion, their sexual orientation. But
Right.
we're all humans. So you don't value human life. You actually don't see them as humans. You see them as less than humans. And I don't want to even say animals, because some people love their animals. They treat them like family, and will treat another human being like garbage. Hello?
I'm listening. Dawn said it happened in Georgia. I'm trying to read the comments, but Dawn said it happened in Georgia.
Yeah, still so.
What we talking about, Aubrey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey y'all.
Hey,
girl. Hey, bro.
Thank you, Don. Yeah, no, I didn't know that I was in. I'm sorry that I am driving, so I don't want to have my camera on and be looking all distracted because I'm paying attention to the road. But I wasn't missing the show, so here I am.
Yes. Yes.
She said, so here I am. That's right, girl. Here you are.
Right.
And I also have something where it says a man got, what did he get? What did he get? He got 3 years. He got 3 years in prison for threatening Dr. Fauci. Threatening to kill Dr. Fauci.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So just for threatening him, I don't know. Let me. I'm trying to get the article up.
It's like the judicial system is just all out of whack because
it does what it wants to do.
Right. Because even with Brittney's situation, what's her name? Brittney Griner? That's her name?
No. Brittney Griner.
Griner. Okay. And that one was an interesting one too. I think we got a what's the name for her?
That whole thing is to me it's crazy because she didn't even have like weed, like actual weed on her. She had a pen.
Right.
She just had a cartridge, pretty much a cartridge. And they're giving her 9 years in prison.
Right, but wasn't she trying to make some type of agreement with the US and where she's at in Russia?
She's in Russia.
She's in Russia, but they was trying to do a prisoner swap. It's a thing, right? So,
John said because we got old judges.
We do have old judges. He's absolutely right. We have judges that's not in touch with reality.
Correct.
And then with Russia whole situation, by their standards of law, she wasn't supposed to even get that much time. She is really, and I know everybody's like, oh, she broke the law in a country. Americans is going to learn that you can't just be doing whatever you want to do in other people's countries. No, I get that. She pleaded guilty, so she gets that as well. However, by their standards of law, she wasn't supposed to get that much time. Right. By their standards. So she is a political prisoner of war. And I wish people it's not right to just be like, oh, well, she deserved that. That's 9 years in a foreign country's prison. How? Right. Why do y'all think that she deserved that?
Right.
It was, and it's not like she did. Like, I'm not gonna say because it's illegal. It's illegal in that country, but it's not like she was out there with a gun. She didn't kill nobody. It wasn't sex trafficking and nothing like that. Right. Like, what are we talking about? 9 years for having a vape pen?
And that's what Don just put. He said they wanted to swap a super murder in Russia.
They did. They want to do the arms dealers. The arms dealer.
That we have here?
No, we have him here. We have him here because he's from Russia, but we have him here.
And they want to swap his ass.
So they want to swap the American. Two Americans for one Russian. So they're saying that she shouldn't, like, she's not worth being swapped. I'm conflicted on that one too, because I feel like, as a black woman, as her being like, she didn't intend to break no law, and this is not something like she didn't go kill nobody or even try to kill someone. But we definitely don't need no arms dealer out. So that's why I'm conflicted. But
but I don't think, are they saying to let him out, or they're just saying to have him imprisoned in Russia and then have her sent back here so she can be imprisoned here where she wouldn't get 9 years here? Because if it's an arms dealer, I don't think Russia actually even want his ass on the streets.
Yes, they do, because hell's dumb. And remember, we are in a political. They already in a war right now. So him having access to all of these like super powerful armory, that's good for them. So they want him back. What they do with him when he come back is that's
their business.
That's their business. And but we technically don't need that motherfucker out here selling these illegal armory.
They don't know, because we be the first ones they target.
That's a fact. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know, but I definitely don't think that this girl should be there. So it's like, damn, what do you say? And like, but for me, I'm like, you know what? If I had to choose, let her ass out. At this point, just give them.
I just can't get why there was so much time given for a vape pen.
But because she's in the middle of a political war,
of a political situation. So more so, it's a personal vendetta type of
thing is, y'all, like you said, the judicial system is out the window. By your standards, you're saying she's supposed to get 2-3 years or whatever. So because you're trying to make a point,
she's not supposed to get years. She was only supposed to get a fine. But they have her they got her. She caught up in a political climate that's fucked up, and they want her not to go over there. But she was trying to go over there to make money for her family. Like, this shit is just so fucked up because
WNBA players don't make no money.
But
she was going over there to play ball.
Yes, she was going over there. She went there to play ball for Russia, so she could come home and have money for her family, because they don't make no fucking money. She had 2 jobs. She played in the WNBA and then had to go play in Russia too. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
none of these goddamn NBA players have to do that unless they want to, unless they want to play for their country.
But they told her not to go, though. They told her not to go because this was not a good time. But she's been playing in Russia for so long that she
didn't think nothing of it.
Vets said they make a lot of money overseas. That's why they go overseas.
They do. They make more money overseas.
She was making, I think, $2 million to play in a season. So of course, as opposed to 100,000 and here, so of course I would want to play too because I'm making more money. But here's the thing that I say for us though, like we always complaining, like you see, like what Rainbow just said, like if it was the NBA players, they wouldn't have to go over there. But think about it. We don't go to WNBA games. You see, those games are not filled up. So these women would never. We want them to get more money, but guess what? We don't even support them.
I don't go to NBA games. I don't go to that. That's what's not my thing.
It's not a thing. Oh my God! Can y'all hear my GPS?
No.
Okay, thank God. I'm about to say, okay, thank God I can't hear my GPS. I'm about to say, oh my God, no way.
But I didn't know they didn't get as much. But you also,
they don't get nowhere near as much. They literally get like hundreds of thousands of dollars, where NBA players get millions.
As much as they should be. So that's another.
It doesn't even matter. The bench players on these goddamn NBA teams get more money than these starters on the WNBA.
Oh wow!
Right. So
which is crazy. Like these niggas don't even ever get off the bench.
Right.
And they're making more money than these WNBA players who are out here playing. They play more games than the men do. Their season is longer.
They play out their hearts. So, like, we really do need to support the women more too. WNBA, like, we really do, because if look at this girl. She went over there. She broke their laws. I get it.
Shut the hell up.
Everybody acting like what he said, because I can't see. Rainbow,
Dawn out here talking about, because it's a man's world, but it would be nothing without a woman or a girl.
Right, but he also did say the NBA is looking crazy this year, so we better watch our girls.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Them girls they be out there playing their hearts out. Look. My mother boyfriend go to every Liberty game he can go to. If there's a Liberty game every week, he's there.
Right.
So I'm gonna start going because I really feel like
it's a man's world and a man's and only in his mind. Cause I don't get it. Precious, you still in?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. No, because Rainbow, she lagging as well. She frozen, so everybody having a little situation going on.
But
But
I'm about to head onto the highway, so you already know I might cut out, but I'm still here.
and right, Precious, correct. Nothing without a woman. That is definitely correct. But men don't want to give that kind of courtesy shit. A lot of men wouldn't be where they are, business wise, financially wise, if it wasn't for a woman with some good sense. But we're not gonna touch that. We're not gonna touch that topic. But the WNBA, I went to a couple of games, and their games were actually quite all right. They actually
No,
was
like they play, to me, WNBA players play much harder than the men do.
It's
okay.
like they got something.
Women's
It's like they got
sports in
something.
general, because women's sports never get the credit that they are allotted, what they should get, and
Right.
they feel like they go out there and they play their entire hearts out, and they still don't get the recognition they're supposed to.
Right.
So
But my
what can
thing
you
is,
do?
I don't need to go nowhere anyway. Look at all this goddamn monkeypox shit going on. Stay home, work, and live within your means. Women's soccer's popping? Really? I'm gonna look into that. I never thought about that.
Women's soccer?
Soccer is
Soccer's popping abuse. So here in America, basketball and football are like the number one sports, but everywhere else in the world, soccer is the number one sport. All of these soccer teams, men and women, they be out there busting ass, and they get paid the most money. Soccer players get paid the most money.
Isn't it? It's baseball.
No, soccer players get paid the most money because they play the most games. Soccer players play, I think they say like 72 games or some shit like that. Like
okay.
70, something like that.
My legs in the world.
They be out there kicking.
Yeah, it ain't that much kicking for me.
Yeah.
No, actually, it might be more than that. I think they say they play like 100 and something games in soccer
Okay.
for the season or some shit like that.
I don't know. But the other thing is this whole, like I mentioned, monkeypox. What is
your monkeypox?
This?
Let me tell you something. As a massage therapist,
I
I be in the damn room like, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? I don't got time. I'm start wearing gloves, baby. I'm out here like,
You have a waiver now implemented with the whole COVID and with this whole monkeypox thing.
No, they don't have one with monkeypox yet. They only have everyone has a COVID waiver or whatever. But no, niggas still ain't got a monkeypox waiver yet.
But being that you're in business for yourself, and being that you also work with a company, being that you work with yourself, would you implement one for yourself just because of how
Well, most of the time, most of the people that I do treat are usually like my friends or family.
Okay.
So I only have them sign a waiver, pretty much stating that I won't kill them while they're on my table.
Okay.
That's pretty much about it. Because
Okay.
because I pretty much trust them. Like I talk to them regularly. So if they had monkeypox, I don't think they would bring their ass here. Like, let me go and bring in Rainbow.
Right. Let me rub up on me a little something. But it's crazy.
We got more respect for me than that. So I don't really bother with that. But if I do have like a client that is outside of my close people, I would definitely have to implement some type of fucking waiver for that. Right. But I don't even know if they have a waiver, so I probably have to type this shit out myself.
Say you're gonna have to implement one on yourself, because I was thinking about the same thing when I do these events. Like my next couple of events is more so like I'm doing a 2 gender reveals that are outside at like Highland Park and stuff like that. But
okay.
That's enclosed, I think I want to implement some type of paperwork just for COVID, just for monkeypox. So Lisa would narrow down, okay, this is a large area. Even though I get there beforehand and set up, but by the time I'm breaking down and I come back, the crowd is already there. The people have already been there. People have done came and touched,
Right.
He said if you get it, you can't sue. That's what Don said. It's not about getting it and suing. It's about getting it and know where it came from. Okay, I was in Highland Park and this happened. Or, I was around these group of people and this happened. So at least you know to who to inform and how to...
If I get it at work, I can sue. Because Not saying I sue, but I can get compensation, like if I'm have to be out. So they need to have some type of a waiver for that.
They need to put something in place, especially being that the symptoms are what it says: fever, headache, muscle pain / backache, swollen lymph nodes, chills, exhaustion, sore throat, nasal congestion, cough, or rash.
But do you see what that shit says? Symptoms start within 3 weeks of exposure.
Damn,
how in the hell you gonna remember who the hell you got it from in 3 weeks later?
Yes. Oh my God.
At least in COVID, it was 2 to 4 days you start feeling symptoms of COVID. 3 fucking weeks? I'm supposed to remember what I did 3 weeks ago? Who I touched 3 weeks ago? That's what I'm supposed to remember?
That's what they saying, because that's a lot.
That's a long ass time.
Yeah, thinking about it, that is definitely a long ass time. 3 weeks and you experiencing them symptoms, it's just crazy. It
says it's going to take 3 weeks for those symptoms to start. So 3 weeks ago, say I got monkeypox. Me and you was out. But I didn't know I had monkeypox because clearly my 3 weeks hadn't came about. So it'd be week 1. Say it's week 1 for me, and I don't know that I got monkeypox till 2 weeks later. You still gotta wait out a week out after I found out that I got monkeypox, that you got monkeypox.
That's fucking bananas. Like, oh my God. But I think it's
3 weeks. I'm not gonna narrow it down to it was so and so on Tuesday. What?
But that's where I think it gets to going to court to paying attention to your body. You know when something's not right. Like a person that has had COVID and they know their body, they were able to say they had COVID before they
know all the time. I'll be like, nah, that's COVID. Yep, that's it. I got it. It got me.
Oh man, y'all out of control.
You said all the time. Hold on. I don't know. How many times you had COVID?
So 2 times that I know for sure. One time I think I had COVID before niggas knew it was COVID.
I think a lot of people had situations
I think I had that shit too before.
What was it, like November, December 2019? Right before they was like, COVID, y'all. I was sick as a dog, like sick. Going to work, everything, fever, throat hurting. And I'm still in the pharmacy, like, here's your medicine. No, I'm joking. I'm still fucking like, how you doing that?
Man down, right? Lord.
Yeah, I would never do that. Nah, but I had a really bad cough for I want to say, it was almost for 2 months. I was still coughing. I couldn't figure out why I could not get over this cough. And I swear to God, I think it was COVID. But the first time, I actually had a test and it was like, oh, bitch, you got COVID. I was only sick for 2 days. I had the chills and a headache for 2 days. And then I want to say maybe 3 days after that, I had a little eye pressure. But that was it. I didn't have any real bad, oh my God, I can't smell, I can't taste, I can't, I didn't get all those bad symptoms. So it wasn't that bad for me. The second time, the only thing that was wrong with me was my throat. I felt like somebody was pouring sand down my throat.
Oh, wow.
My throat was bad. I was like, oh no, this is ridiculous.
But that's though, because everything is happening at a spike, and these kids are getting ready to go back to school. COVID was going, on at a spike, and the kids went back to school and they shut it down, and et cetera, et cetera. And now this monkeypox thing is coming about. And now, even though they're not going to shut it down, shit.
No, they're not.
But me mentioning that, it goes to something else. Look at this one. New York ranks 8th the most worst early education system in the nation.
I believe it.
I'm so shocked behind that though.
She breaking up. What she said?
She must be. You know how when you're on the highway.
I believe we kind of still is the only state that has the kids at school so early. Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. The baby is crying.
I'm gonna say, can you hear us?
Don said he didn't feel anything when he got
it. 10 minutes. But yeah, so
She breaking up.
When he stopped crying, then I
Oh, Dawn said Dawn had a cough. You had a cough. Don't lie.
No, he said I didn't feel anything when I got it. It's so different from the vax and not the vax. Well, I'm glad I can knock on wood so far. Thank you. I've been blessed so far. I have not caught COVID and I am not vaccinated. You understand what I'm saying? And I do not plan on getting vaccinated. And I'm gonna just leave it like that. You know, that's like a whole other conversation.
I'm not saying for nobody that my personal. I don't want to be vaccinated. That's me.
Right.
If you want to be vaccinated, that's your personal opinion and your personal choice. But like I said, every time I get COVID, it's never like a horrible experience where I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. So I'm not being vaccinated. And people that I know that were vaccinated and they got COVID, them motherfuckers was worse off than I was.
But
my immune system is just pretty good, maybe.
Right, I guess it is because I'm in the house. Because let the kids say, I don't touch grass, I don't go outside, and it's fine. But at the end of the day, I still do a lot of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I still travel, I still do different things, I still try to keep my immune system up as well. You know, I still detox, I still take my vitamin. It's all in how you do your body. So, but everybody's different. My method,
shit. I don't get COVID every 6 months. I get it once a year. Okay, get it together. It's like a common cold for me.
Well, it shouldn't be a common cold. That's the bad problem. But back to this one here. I don't know how do you feel?
It's not every 6 months,
girl. But how do you feel about
that? You can take that off the screen, please, sir.
No, but I put it up. I said, how do you feel about it?
I feel that it's the truth.
You think so, for real? Early child. What is it? Say child. What is it? Education. Early education. Yeah.
Meaning what? Pre-K.
I guess.
Yeah, because they don't be. Some of these people don't be.
Early education is pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, roughly.
Yeah, well, I want to say pre-K. A lot of these schools don't have like actual. They don't actually have like a curriculum implemented. I'm not gonna say every school, but there are a lot of schools out here that just pretty much let the goddamn kids play all day or watch. Or watch Coco Melon or shit like that. That's not
right. And I'm
not helping the children. That's not helping them.
Because I'm reading on it and it says for 3 to 4 ages. So ages 3 to 4. What's that? That's daycare, right?
That's daycare. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I guess that's where. Well, that's mainly where it's typically.
I'm not gonna because my sister is a pre-K teacher, so she has to actually come up with a
Dawn said ABC 1, 2, 3.
She actually, comes up with activities, to stimulate the kids, weekly. Like it's an everyday thing, and they have to make their curriculum up every week.
Right.
And then you take them to the park, have them have recess and stuff like that. But you have to teach. You should teach the kids something. It's not because you don't think they understand. If you talk to them like you would talk to a regular human being, instead of trying to baby them. That's what has to go on.
But I think that's what it is. A lot of times people misconstrue. Just because they're younger doesn't mean talk to them gaga, goo, goo, gaga. Hey,
that's when you need to speak to them because they're sponges. Their brains are like sponges. Right. Everything you say to them, it gets soaked in. So it's easier to teach them things at that age. How do you think it's so easy for them to learn to talk? Because clearly, at my age, I can't learn a different language. It ain't easy.
I seen a small baby one time. When I was younger, I seen a small baby
speaking Spanish and English, baby.
But I seen a small baby, like maybe 1 or 2 years old, speaking sign language, and they said he wasn't deaf. And I was like, wow. I said, so what made you teach him that? They was like, because it's always good to teach them a different language early. And I was so amazed because he was able to, I don't know sign language, but what it is and how they're doing certain things. And I was just so amazed that he was so young and able to do it.
Yeah, I would like to learn sign language too, but like I said, I don't even know at this age because my mind be forgetful. I'll be like, what was that again? Say, do it one more time. One more time. That was R? That was odd.
Jesus.
Yeah. One more time, please.
So
But I
do you
hate repeating
think?
myself.
So you
I
think
hate repeating myself, but I had somebody else to repeat themselves several times. Say it, do it again.
Lord, but do you think they would have? You think it would be a better start, or we would have a better ranking if they actually had an actual itinerary for our younger ones that went to school?
Yes. But let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. When you were in 3rd grade, did you get a foreign language?
No, I don't think I really got foreign language until maybe like junior
high. Junior high. Yeah. Well, my damn, when she was like 8, they were teaching her Mandarin.
Oh wow.
Not Spanish or French is what the hell they gave us. They said those are the only fucking languages y'all need to learn, right? They teaching them like Italian, Mandarin, all this other shit. I'm like,
but I also think it's the area. I think it's the schooling, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because like with JoJo, with my daughter, I sent her out of the area. I sent her downtown to school to the white people area, and the schooling was different. Meaning they teach her French. When we at Boys and Girls and the local school, we learn in Spanish. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh well, I at my school we got to choose, but it was only French or Spanish. They didn't offer anything else. Like those were the only 2 things we could learn. I'm like, what happened to Italian and all this other shit?
It wasn't even an option. They put her in French, so she knows French. And even like with her culinary classes, there was a whole different side of the school with kitchens and everything. Like it was to the point she was in a chef competition. You understand what I'm saying? And mind you, she was against it. I don't want to go to this school. And even though the black percentage was very, very small, I said, you got to remember the world is not just black and white. You got to meet people do different stuff. You got to learn and go places. So I stuck her in it anyway. She had an attitude. I didn't care. It was a blue ribbon school. But now look at it. Now her vision is not just to be a lawyer or a doctor, which is, I'm not downplaying anyone. Her vision is, I want to be a pilot. You understand what I'm saying? And at the age of 19, she has her pilot permit. You understand what I'm saying? So the vision is different when you shift them. So I don't think it's mainly our educational system. I think it's more so the area, because you got to look at it. If they have a better curriculum in Bed-Stuy for these certain schools, now the price of the daycares is going to be a tad bit more, because they offer what Miss Mary at her home. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think New York should really been downplayed as number 8, because goddamn, I don't know how many people it was.
Well, I don't know how they ranking that, because I don't know how they ranking that, because New York State as a whole have a better educational system than the majority of the states. That's why I'm like, where did they get this from? I wasn't.
Did it say New York State or did it say New York City?
Let's see. Let me go back to
the city. It's at the city.
No, it's New York as a state.
It's like New York State?
Yeah,
because they listed number 1 is Indiana, number 2 is North Dakota, number 3 is Michigan.
Right, but the thing is here, New York City was the first city to implement early childhood education. That's why I'm so confused. So if it was a state, then whatever. Because at the end of the day, the state don't speak for the city. We clearly say that all the time. You hear somebody say they from upstate, they not from the city. We be like, nah, nigga, you ain't from New York. That's just a fact. So I'm not gonna claim that part there, which is New York State. If that's the case, then I don't give a fuck about that, because New York City was the first city to implement early childhood and free at that. And they make sure that your kids have to go to school. And I think that exposure starts from the home. I don't think it's a school thing. Because when I was in the 10th grade, I moved from the city to California. When I tell you my school was considered kind of hood, but the exposure was crazy over there. And they had Mandarin, they had Cantonese, they had every language. They did not.
You saying in Cali?
In Cali. And it wasn't because we was in a better neighborhood. No, it wasn't because of that. it's really the exposure. Like you have, like if you.
And that's why I say you have to shift it, right?
But what I'm trying to say is that it was over here. Like nobody over here really speaks Mandarin. That's what I'm saying. But I'm trying to say is, I feel it got much better. If they would have said this when I was going to school, I would believe it.
They definitely have gotten so much better. They have, this is very, very, very true. They have definitely gotten so much better,
right?
With everything that's going on. So I think that when it comes down to it, I really don't like. If they're talking about the city, I would have to be in disagreement. I don't know where they get this shit from.
Yeah, it was the state as a whole.
These kids are seeing everything and anything at schools. Like my kids went to charter. And JoJo walking across the stage, they got MacBook Pro. So that they didn't have to, they gave as a gift, they gave them MacBook Pro.
What charter school is this and can I go?
Yes, they relieved us of $2,200 because parents had to buy these
right, because JoJo, she definitely need one for her online class. And she's like, I need a MacBook. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you right now.
You better figure it out.
But hold on, Precious, before we move forward, we are definitely over our little 30 minutes.
We at the 40-minute mark. We 10 minutes over our commercial.
We're going to run this commercial. If you're looking to get into a podcast, we definitely have room on the network. Not so much because the spaces are definitely filling fast. If you're looking on figuring out how to go about it, here's how you do it.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Queens of New York Podcast.
We're back.
Y'all queens are looking awfully lovely today.
Thank you. I'll be trying. We ain't come to play today.
It's the lips for me on you.
It's the lips on me for you to hear that. I just MBK.
Applying a little pressure. We got to apply a little pressure today.
I don't know if they ready, y'all.
Don't come for us.
How do you spice up your love life with or without toys?
Nice, slow, simple, mellow.
No judgment here. Yeah.
See what he was trying to do with that toy. I'm going to take it easy.
Spice it up.
Any suggestions when using different toys and stuff?
A little bit of lube.
Playing with your nipples, sucking on your neck.
Oh my God.
You won't need nothing if it's hitting.
Naturally juicy, naturally wet.
Right? I ain't trying to be out of order.
I'm a pleasurable treat.
Don't be afraid to incorporate your partner into the play.
Get into it.
And that's
the way they advertising this
role.
role, we might not need extra party.
It's Monday.
Real, raw, and uncut queens. Live on the Evening Rush Network.
Yes, we are back. That commercial is just it's always comical.
It's hilarious. When she's like, when I say it's the lips of you on you, and the pressure says it's the lips of the hand, I'm like,
right. But yes, if you're looking to come on a podcast, just contact the Evening Rush Network on Instagram or Facebook because the number that is listed has been changed. So we're switching everything and shifting everything. That is not the correct number. The commercial has to be updated.
Right, the Evening Rush at gmail.com.
Correct. Or even the Evening Rush on Facebook or Instagram. Back to what we were saying as to our topic that's going on today. What's happening now? Dawn said, where we going to speak these languages?
I know.
You don't have to go nowhere. What do you mean? New York is... Look, if you walk in the Chinese restaurant, you want to know if they're talking about you or not.
That too, definitely.
God damn it. You don't got to go nowhere. If you want to go to Chinatown, you get better food if you know how to speak Mandarin, baby.
He said, I'm not talking to the people. And Dawn, Ms. Beth said she agreed exposure starts from home. It also has to take, we also have to take into account Lower income, yes, lower income neighborhoods with less funding, exactly, and that's why I stated it also goes according to, okay, you want better education. 9 times out of 10, we're
You
gonna
gotta
have to
pay
pay
for
for
it.
these better services. Even if you look at the charter school system, they have implemented free charter school, but not for nothing. Even with working in the school system, it's almost about the same. Almost. I'm not going to say 100%. I'm not going to say all the way. It's almost about the same because all they're doing is taking the kids from the public school, moving them upstairs to the charter school. So if he or she has a behavior problem, a lot of times they do not know how to manage these children. If he or she is with an IEP, 90% of the times they do not know how to manage these children. So, of course, what does it bring? It brings uproar. It brings chaos in the classroom. And a lot of these teachers are straight out of college with their
Mhm.
and a lot of these teachers, 90, maybe even 80% of the time, these teachers do not have children and they do not live in our area. So if they are housed and working in Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights, East New York, they live in Long Island, Staten Island, Jersey, and
No,
Pennsylvania.
they don't. They live in the city,
For
girl.
me
They
working,
not.
well, maybe it's the school. For me working in the system
Okay.
over 10 years, a lot of these teachers do not live in this area. And I've seen it myself. I've
They
seen it
live in.
hands-on.
They do live
A
in
lot of
these
them
areas.
don't.
That's hence the reason why. That's why they yes they do.
Correct.
That's the reason
That's
why
the
they
issue,
have a
right?
lot of
Some of
Correct.
them
zoning
do, not
now.
all of them.
No,
That's why.
even
That's
with
why
PD,
they're
a lot
having
of PD, a
no.
lot of
That's
police
a lot of them
officers
have
don't live in the areas that they work in. A lot of police officers
They
are
don't
not.
well, they don't want them to live in the area. Police officers, they don't usually want them to work in the areas that they live in.
Correct, but they do
But
not know how
teachers
to
is a
keep
whole
these cities
different story. I need you to
But
live in this
PD
area.
is
I
so you
need
can know
you
how to relate. Correct.
right.
But PD is supposed to live. City workers are supposed to live in the city. They're not
No,
No,
supposed
they
to live in
live
the
in the
outskirts of the
city.
no,
city.
that is
Look,
incorrect.
they
NYPD can
wait, they
reside in
might be
Long Island, Sussex
Westchester.
County.
They
Y'all
might be
telling me this why I
Westchester.
used to work for NYPD. NYPD,
It's
you cannot live on the outskirts of the city. You
And
cannot.
I've been
You
working
can
with the police department since '06, and I'm telling you, things change as well. There is a lot of people going to Pennsylvania. There's a lot of people going to Jersey. On
They can go
paper,
there, but their address that's in the paperwork is for the city because you are not allowed to live outside of the city. That's across the board for city employees, and you can look that up. That's across the board for city employees. You're
what you
not
said,
supposed to
John?
live.
They don't have the time anyway. What do you mean?
They don't
They're not
have the time anyway.
Correct. They don't have the time living where they work at. Correct. And that's what I'm trying to say. Because even when we had Coco on the air before, she had mentioned that is the problem with even with PD in these areas. They do not know how to deal with certain situations, and they cannot relate because they do not live in the area. And that's the same thing with the education.
But they may not live in Long Island. So there are areas they could live in Westchester. They could live in Yonkers. They not from Brooklyn.
Correct.
So you still live in the city, but you live in a better neighborhood. But you
Right.
out here in the projects
Correct.
and you scared.
Correct.
and
You out
yeah,
here, you have no idea what goes on here, but you're here to police them. And then that's why there's so many senseless police shootings because the cops that are supposed to be protecting these areas aren't from these areas and they're scared.
And like Dawn stated, they lie about where they live. Exactly.
Exactly. But
So
that's
at
what
the
I
middle
said
of-
about that. What you said was they can live outside the city. They cannot. They address their paperwork. Have to say
It should say they from New
have
York.
to say
That don't mean they don't. That don't mean they live in New York, and that's what I'm
No,
trying
that's
to
what
say.
you're saying.
Paperwork can say one thing, but the way
that's not what you said. That's what I'm saying. Because what you said was they don't have to. I'm like, yes, they do on the paperwork. On their paperwork, if it do not say the city, they cannot work here as a city as a city servant. You cannot do that. So what I'm saying to you is they could lie about it as much as they want to. They get caught by DOI, they lose their job. That's just how that's how it's supposed to work for the city. But we know that we got someone's corruption, it doesn't work that way. But when it comes down to the teachers, like charter school teachers, because that's not city, they can live anywhere. But if you go to the charter schools in Bed-Stuy, all them teachers, the majority of them teachers live in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
They live in that area. You
A
want to
lot
know
of
why?
a lot of the charter schools, they try to hire teachers that live in the neighborhood. Like, they
Even
may not
so,
be from that particular neighborhood.
right.
Like, they may not live in Bed-Stuy, but they might live in Canarsie. They
But
might
you,
live in Brownsville.
but
They live
even so,
somewhere.
right? You have teachers, even so with the charter school, you have the teachers graduating from like Kentucky. They graduated from like Illinois, like Michigan, and then they come in here and they are renting those apartments in Bed-Stuy. They renting them with the other teachers. So if the rent is like $2,500, they find that to be like a win. They split it down in the middle, boom, half and half. And this is why now they're doing, and we should have covered this too, the rezoning and the redistricting. This is why they want to call Clinton Hills. Instead of calling it what it is, Fort Greene, they calling it Clinton Hills. Instead of calling Clinton Hills Bed-Stuy, they calling it Clinton Hills because
they call it Bed-Stuy Stuyvesant Heights now.
Exactly, because they have all of these people who's coming from out of state and renting these apartments and moving into these brownstones, whatever the case may be. So now they have a different dynamic. They just finished having this on the news. The rezoning president, a black man, I was surprised he brought his raggedy ass on Fox 5 and said that shit. He said, oh, look at your neighborhoods. They're changing, so we have to change. No, bitch, they only changing for a second because these people are here to make their money and go. So you still leave the people who've been living here all their life with nothing. We no longer have homes here. Like, I'm from Crown Heights. I don't recognize the Crown Heights now. So that's what I'm saying. This picture is bigger than just, oh, these people, they come from here and no.
Yeah.
No, they are renting these apartments and they becoming residents of the same city. The same
Don said, Precious, you from the Bronx. Don't talk about Brooklyn.
Nah, baby. Don't go like that.
He said, don't claim Brooklyn now. That's what he said. This is all Dawn.
I never not claim Brooklyn. You done lost your mind. My address. I'm one of those city employees. My address on my ID say Brooklyn, baby, East New York to be exact. Don't play with me.
Lord, today.
That's how you know you can lie about your address. Look.
Exactly. She would know, right? She would know.
I told you.
Wait, you done took your phone off. What? I'm about to say, Precious.
Right.
She got the
phone. She herself.
FaceTime on.
Lord.
What's not going on over there?
But
Dawn didn't talk to Dawn didn't pissed her off. She's out here talking about she from the Bronx. She wanted to talk to him.
Fuck them people. So I'm from the Bronx. I'm Brooklyn, Crown Heights.
Lord have mercy. But look at this one here. This is about with the homeless and the grants and everything that they're going to be providing.
Oh yeah.
It says the Department of Housing and Urban Development is providing $2.8 billion in grants for homeless services across the U.S.
Okay, but what are they? What does that mean? What are they doing?
Let's
Not a
see.
damn thing.
That's my whole thing. Are they going to provide housing for them? Are they going to help them get jobs so they're no longer homeless? Like, what are they doing? Y'all kicking up this money. Can I get some of this too? Because I'm gonna be homeless in a minute.
They claim they are that they are giving these homeless people somewhere to stay. Here's the problem with anything homeless prevention when it comes down to like Department of Homeless Services. Them homeless people don't want help. They don't want to go and live somewhere. So you giving all this money, which I'm not mad. Give the money to the people. They don't want to live in these fucking places. So
they say they're going to be opening applications on September 29th for people with domestic violence survivors, sexual assault, and stalking. So I guess more so like how they did with the Section 8 voucher. If you apply
this doesn't sound like homeless people. This just sounds like people in abusive relationships that need to get the hell out the house.
What you say? I'm homeless now. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, because if it was like Department of Homeless Services, I can't really fuck with them because them homeless people don't be wanting better for themselves.
I don't know. Look, I don't know what it is. You try to give a homeless person like food and stuff. No, I want the money instead.
Yeah.
And they don't want to change salary.
And I'm giving you food, so fucking take it.
They don't want the food. They look at you like you fucking stupid. So you got to be sitting over there. Now you feel bad when if you go to try to help them, they be like, I don't need your help. There's so many people who did like outreach. You know what I'm saying? Like go on a train. Department of Homeland Services got a whole bunch of positions open for what is that? Outtake coordinator? Like basically, shit, I forgot what it's called. Basically, when you go around the neighborhoods and you start canvassing, looking for homeless people or friend assistance, the majority of the motherfuckers don't want it.
No, a lot of them don't want help, like you said.
I want to get off the street. Let me be homeless. Get me up off these streets. Can you find me a job? Can you get me some money? Give it to me. Right. I want it.
Right, but no, they not.
I don't know.
That.
Dawn said somebody tried to sell him some ice in $1 cup. What? For $1 today. How you sell ice? Like, what is it that hot outside?
Look, he done stole it out the store. Now he
no. But you know what's crazy? They are so free with saying they stole stuff. Because I was in the nail salon yesterday or Saturday. I was just in the nail salon. And the guy was like, stolen perfume, mommy. You want stolen perfume? $20. Like, no, thank you. But
you didn't have to tell me it was stolen. I already knew it was stolen. You didn't have to tell me.
But they're so free with it, though. Even on the train. And it's crazy, even on the train. Listen, I'm not going to tell you a sob story. I'm not homeless. I just need some money to get me something to eat. I'm not robbing nobody. My food stamps is done, or they done closed my case. And I'll be sitting back like, yeah, that's a lot of information, but you know,
they being truthful and honest. They be like, look, I ain't got no more food in the house. I ain't got no more food stamps. I don't know how to get my next meal. I'm hungry. Can you please just give me some money so I can get me something?
Right. The honesty with them is freaking bananas nowadays. And you just sit back and you be like, yo, this is freaking weird.
Yo, the government is just giving out money. So they're giving $2.8 billion for homeless people. Then they're giving $430 billion for climate change tax and like to drop the price for drugs, the drug pricing bill. I'm like, climate change?
Right.
So let me tell you something. Y'all don't got shit to do with the climate, supposedly. This is Mother Nature,
supposedly, right? Like you said, supposedly. Because we don't know.
Climate change. So why y'all giving all this money up? So also they're supposed to be trying to tax the upper class, you know, the wealthy people, have them pay more taxes. I'm like, so what I still don't get what the $430 billion is for. Like, if you're having them pay more money in taxes, shouldn't they be giving y'all money? Why are we dishing out more money?
But being that you mentioning the money, look at the rent situation. The rent is about 30%. I believe the beginning of the year. And another thing, I was in a nail salon. The lady was like, she went and seen
her. You know what's going on in this nail salon, Indy. I don't know. You should go back there.
Every time I go, I gotta cuss out my nail lady because there should be no reason I get there at 4 or 5 o'clock and I gotta leave 8:30, 9 o'clock. Mommy, I do good. Just give me a minute. You want to do everybody eyelashes? You want to do waxes and shit? I ain't got time for that. I come there, I want to go home, and every time I gotta cuss. Like every time I go there, I gotta cuss her out. You want eyebrow? No. Just do my lashes, but I do this week. I didn't ask you for that. Stop.
Look, but you still go there.
I do. I be like, when I get there, I'll be like, Lily, I ain't got time for your shit today. Okay, I got you. And she just be looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
You're not going nowhere else. So I don't give shit.
I'm not for right now. But listen, so I'm sitting there and the lady was like, yeah, I just seen a 3-bedroom apartment. I'm listening. I got my little headphones in, so I'm trying to front. I'm listening to my music, but I'm still trying to hear this shit.
You eavesdropping a little bit.
Just a little bit. She's like, the apartment was $3,000. And I was like, she talking shit.
Let me tell y'all, that's cheap for a 3-bedroom in New York.
No, but listen. She's sitting there. She's like, her husband said, no, we're not going to take it. So she's like, but babe, it looks nice. It's spacious. She said, yeah, but it's no living room. She was like, oh shit, 3-bedroom apartment coming with no living room. So meaning
Where the fuck
he has to convert the living room into a bedroom.
Yeah,
and
that's fucking crazy.
Right. And on top of it, wait, she got to come up with 1 month's rent, 1 month's security, and 1 month's broker's fee. You got to come up with $9,000 when you can take that $9,000, contact your bank, and put that down on a house and own your own property. I don't get it. That's why I'm sitting here like people when they be hustling back. I don't know if it's a program or what, but $3,000 with or without a program is still a lot.
It's crazy, yeah.
This is why I told y'all my ass is leaving New York.
My nail spot is not in the barbershop. Don't shut.
Exactly why I'm leaving.
Oh, well, it's like the barbershop. Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah, the nail salon is definitely like the barbershop.
Correct. But $3,000?
Let me tell you something. Somebody
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to re-ramp it.
So I was looking into the affordable housing apartments, and they pretty much not told me. When I was looking it up, it said, yeah, well, I would need to make $70,000 a year, and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do if I don't?
You got
people be in a house for 3 or 4 people deep because they need multiple streams of income to provide for this rent, the light, the gas, etc., etc. And this is why a lot of people are in unwanted relationships and marriages because
they ain't paying for nothing here. I leave New York. I'm the fuck up out of here. I don't give a shit.
This is crazy. I was like, 3,000? That means you can't even be behind once because the recurrence of the late fee, the recurrence of now instead of 3,000, it's 6,000. That's a lot.
When it comes to affordable housing, you just gotta pick the apartment. You just have to pick the apartment that is for your income. Correct. So you not go when you go on there and there's buildings for $70,000. That's not who you. I wouldn't go in that one. That shit ain't for me.
That's not who I am.
A lot of people want to live beyond their means, and then a lot of people calculate their income based on relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Not saying you and I'm gonna last forever, but nobody wants to. Right. Nobody wants to think realistically of it. If I move today or tomorrow, I want to be able to say whether I'm single or not single. I want to be able to say, nigga, if you leave me today or tomorrow, I want to be able to maintain this household, this rent, this car, etc. on my own. Because a lot of people shift, and like I say, make their income based on a 2-person or a 3-person, whoever's in the poly or whatever. But they base.
I'm gonna tell you this: when I leave New York, there is no breaking up. We are together forever, my nigga. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck what goes on. We are together for motherfucking ever.
But Don said people move to the Bronx. It's cheaper.
What?
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Oh wait, hold on. Don ain't talking no lies, cause my rent.
But he was taking a jab at you, Precious.
He was. He was. No, he was. But see, he was a little accurate there, so I was about to give him his credit. Hold on, let me give him his credit first because he was right. He was absolutely right. My rent was definitely $2,100. And so coming here, and I don't have no programs. I don't have like child support, nothing like that. So I don't get any of that. So all my stuff is coming out my pocket. Plus, I have to pay for lights and gas. So I was spending a pretty penny just on an apartment, right? Mm-hmm. So you're right, because I went on affordable housing and I got this apartment, and I wasn't even buying it for this apartment, but I ended up coming out here. And you know what? I have saved so much money being out here in the Bronx. So you know what, Donna? I give you
the Bronx is actually what calls quicker. It's the Bronx first and then Queens. Brooklyn be like the last of it because I've applied for low income housing as well. I'm just not going to the Bronx, and I'm just not going to Southside Jamaica, Queens. So certain things I try to
low income housing. It's called affordable housing. Could you not call it low income housing?
Okay. Affordable housing, because you're right. Because some of them numbers be on that scale. We be like, hold up, how the hell?
Low income at all.
Right. So you're right. Affordable to whatever your income is. You're correct. But they do call back quicker. The Bronx definitely calls back quicker, and Queens. Brooklyn is like real scarce. You got to have like number 1 on the application list in order to get called for Brooklyn.
It's because Brooklyn is so fucking congested. and it's gentrified all over the damn place. And that's where all the white people want to, excuse me, that's where all the white people want to live.
You said it anyway.
That's where they want to live. Let me tell you something. Here in Queens, it's kind of hard. Transportation is a little hard. Word. He said 40,000 for a studio. Exactly. You got to make $40,000 just to get in a goddamn studio.
No, you don't even need 40. You don't even need 40,000 no more. If you big boy and pimping out here, they need you to make 78, 80,000. They got some stuff up there now. But my homegirl, I'm gonna tell you this: my homegirl live on top of the Barclays. She ain't paying that $5,000 rent for her 1 bedroom. I'm gonna tell you that. She got affordable housing.
That right there just sounds ridiculous. $5,000 for a 1 bedroom? That's ridiculous.
$5,000. It's $5,000 for 1 bedroom, but she is only paying $1,000. I'm gonna be
exactly right. It's affordable, and then they first bids to the people coming out of the shelter, the ones that actually
she wasn't in no shelter.
Right, but the ones
they got a certain amount.
Yeah, they do. They have a certain amount of affordable housing.
Yeah, they do. They have a certain amount.
They got like 3.
Well,
I think it's a little bit.
She living better than all of us living on top of that Barclays. You hear me? With washing.
I can imagine the houses.
Unit. Okay, she had washer dryer.
Let me tell you something. That lot, like Dawn was talking about, is lottery. Like, if you get called for the lottery, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You take that damn apartment, even if you have to sublease it, because if you number 1 on that list, baby, get it. Right. Somebody want it. If you don't want it, if you got yourself a house now, somebody will take it.
Girl.
Yeah.
But the only thing I don't like about it, because I have 2 older children, so I need a 3-bedroom, or unless I just tell Desire to get on place. But clearly that ain't happening right now. So I need a 3-bedroom. And the number
they would give you a 3-bedroom.
But it's real scarce. Like when I apply for it, it's like 3 or maybe 5 3-bedroom apartments, and then everything else is 10, 12, 15, a number of other apartments. Like the 3-bedroom.
Because it depends on what income range you're falling in. So if you fall in a certain amount of income, they only going to have only a certain amount of those apartments.
Dawn said we snitching too much on the show.
Yeah, I'm about to say Dawn said y'all snitching, because I ain't said nothing to snitch yet.
Oh Jesus!
But snitching on what?
That ain't snitching.
You tell her all
this. That's true.
But this is what's happening now. This is what's going on today. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's happening now. This is the topic. This is the real shit that motherfuckers don't want to talk about, and that be the problem. Everything you talking about subleasing, we talking about what it is. This is what happened, and this is what goes on.
I said that's what I would do. I did not say that's what to do, because that's what I would do. Let me be on affordable house. Let me get an affordable housing apartment above the Barclays, and I got a house. I'm subleasing that shit. I don't give a fuck. Snitching. You can say it is whatever you want to.
What's your thoughts on this? New Jersey school district to mandate clear backpacks for students' safety.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's what
I say that because
I'm okay with that.
As a female, you may not want everybody to see your past, so you gotta put them in between shit. But this way, there's no guns, there's no knives, there's no weapons in the child's bag.
Right.
There's no drugs. You see them kids overdosing on fentanyl.
Right. You can see all that through their bag if it's clear.
Okay, but I
mean, they can still hide shit between shit, but it's a little easier to see. You ain't got to go through a metal detector and all of that jazz, because I don't know about nobody else.
But the question is, how many people are really going to be paying attention? Because then that also will help weed out the metal detectors and the extra scanning and the extra police presence in the areas and in the school. But the question is the staff and are us as parents really going to be paying attention?
They better.
Up in plain sight. And that's when they be like, oh, damn, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. How much are you paying attention to the situation? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like a catch-22. Yes, it would be helpful, but are we really going to be paying attention? Are we going to be looking at why he got a neon green book bag that's see-through? That's girly. Or we going to looking at, well, damn, at least he ain't got a gun and a razor and some of everything in there.
No, they said clear, so it has to be absolutely clear. It has to be like that clear white. Clear. It has to be a clear book bag. Ain't color, no neon green, no pink, no none of that. Ain't no highlighter colors here. I need it clear and clear and clear.
That's what it says. It says the school district is implementing transparent book bags in the upcoming school academy. Nice.
I think that they should. I think that is something that should be implemented.
And it says
in every state.
Right. That's why I said not just New Jersey. It says they are allowed to carry, and this is the catch. If y'all can't put it in my book bag, it says they are allowed to carry handbags or purses that are not transparent. So that's the catch-22. So okay.
No, I guess it's something. My whole thing, maybe they're talking about how big of a bag. Like, how big could this other bag be?
Well, it
like
says handbags
for females, I feel like, sanitary napkins.
Right.
Tampons, things like that should be able to go in another bag because you don't want everybody to know you got
it
kids.
Has to. But like the little kid package that you give your kids or your mom gave you, they have to give that to the girls. The girls have to have that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But
they're also allowed to provide. They're also allowed to have lunch boxes. But one thing I like about this one is that the district says it will provide the one clear backpack per student with no charge.
Okay.
So, it's kind of, it seems like it's like a win. It's still a catch-22 situation, but it's still, a little beneficial. We want you to have this. We're going to give it to you. You understand what I'm saying? You can still have your purse. You can still have your handbag, but now we just got to limit what you could put into it. Because I know when I carry my little itty-bitty bags, there's certain shit I can't put in here. I might could just put my phone in my little change purse. So that leaves out.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if the bag is only but so big, you're not about to put a tutu in there. You're not about to put a knife in there. It can't be but so big.
Correct. So that's where it's the interesting part at. So, but like we said, we want. Well, New Jersey shouldn't be the only one that does it. But New York will probably fight against it. Oh my God, you're violating their privacy and this, that, and the third.
Let me tell you something. Kids, not that they shouldn't have privacy, but if you go into school to learn, there should only be books, pencils, and pens in your book bag anyway. So what are you hiding? What is there to hide?
A lot of people.
There are a lot of companies that have that policy. You have to come in here with a clear bag. I know when I was working at CVS, like if you brought a bag into the pharmacy, it had to be clear.
Correct.
Because we don't know you stealing. We don't know you stealing medicine.
Right. Or even when you're working in department stores, they check your bags when you're leaving. So it's always something, So okay. What else? The whole lottery situation.
I wish that was me. The fuck.
The lottery situation. Now, this one was a good one. The Mega Million ticket was sold 1 week ago in Illinois. What will happen if no one claims the prize?
But how long do they have? How long do you have to claim a prize?
Is it 30 days?
I want to say it's more than 30 days.
It is 350 days left to come forward. They have a year.
Okay.
They have a year. Wow. So you probably could be sitting on the ticket and don't even realize it until you.
But they know it's in Illinois. Hello.
Yes.
You better open up a paper and see what the numbers was.
Y'all all better check out paperwork.
God damn it! I wasn't in Illinois, so it wasn't me.
But that's why I stopped playing Lotto, because I couldn't remember to go check the numbers. I would misplace.
Feel like the winner is never from New York.
You think so?
Never. Like, I rarely. It's always out of state. I'd be like, so you mean to tell me I paid $5 a fucking Lotto and I ain't win shit?
Oh, Dawn said they lost the ticket. Mm-hmm. They probably did, but whoever found it just need to go in the store and scan that number, because baby.
Let me tell you something. So this is something, because when I used to work in a liquor store, this is something I learned. So on the back of the ticket, they have a thing where you have to sign it. You have to sign it. So you bet when you get your tickets, you better sign them bitches so nobody can claim your shit if you absolutely win.
But a lot of people
ticket, huh?
A lot of people don't do that right away, because like I said, I would forget. I will forget to check the numbers. I'll be like,
that's what I'm telling our viewers. Like, that's the new thing. You sign the back of that damn ticket, so can't nobody claim your shit for you.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Or they old senior citizens, they don't charge them as much taxes. Hey, your grandmother sign that shit.
And don't let the family get in her head. Then you be good. Right. Because then you get your coins or whatever else.
Beat somebody's ass. I'll be like, I paid for this damn ticket.
And I'm the winner. What's going on here? Here's another one. A situation happened in the Bronx. TD bank robber has struck 6 times in the Bronx, stealing more than $2,000. What in the hell?
Wait, time out. Tom. He done went to 6 different girls. Don't
say more snitching. We ain't snitching. We just telling what's going on today.
The minute.
You done went to the Bronx, yes.
Wait. This nigga done went to the same TD bank or 6 different TD banks?
Let's see. He has struck since middle of July. And he's hitting TD branches in the Bronx. So it doesn't.
So it's different. So it's different branches. But he's only gotten $2,000. So you done went into 6 different banks, and all you got was $2,000.
No, it said he's stealing more than $2,000. So whatever he's getting.
So every time he gets more than $2,000.
Right, but that's probably a situation that'd be an inside job. Normally, window type shit.
Emmy, nah, hold on. You saying that he only got $2,000?
It says stealing more than $2,000.
Yeah, it sounds like he only got like $22,005
altogether. That's what it sounds like.
After six banks.
Envy, he robbed the bank 6 times. That's all he got.
Listen, hold on, wait.
Oh man!
Did they only give him the dye packs?
Don said they need to throw the folks away.
If you robbed the bank 6 times and only got $2,000, mister, something's wrong here.
It says there's no injuries have been reported, and it's unclear if the thief was in fact armed.
First of all, TD banks don't have no glass. No, I tried to work there one time, and I was like, y'all don't have any glass up, because my little smart ass mouth, you try to rob me, I'm like, nigga, for what though? He might snatch my little ass over the goddamn thing.
Right,
so no.
Crazy, so grab me by my fucking ponytail this week, like.
Bitch, you gonna give me my money. So,
right.
But a lot of these banks don't have like a drawer, like you don't have a drawer with cash anymore. So maybe that is the issue. If someone is withdrawing money, like you'll
have to actually go get it, right?
No, like it spits it out, like it's a machine. Like the machine calculates. This person wants this, that, and the third. Like you'll only be able to make change for someone. Like if somebody was like, "Oh, I want 5 20s for this $100 bill," then you could do something like that. But if someone's coming to get a large sum of money, you don't usually have it in the drawer anymore. Because I guess that's what they said. Jay ain't gonna rob us, motherfuckers, for a lot of money. So that's probably why he only got $2,000. I think you're only allowed to have like $400 in cash. Like 20s, 10s, 5s, and singles and stuff like that. So I think that might be why his ass has only got $2,000.
He's cutting up bad. He needs to cut that shit. You in the
this
wrong
is crazy,
bro.
Right? And mind you, we don't even know what's going on until we either read the paper, pick up, go on social media. We going on every day.
Do you see all this bad behavior? This is why I don't watch the fucking news. That ain't nothing good. Mister, you is still out here. You better off going to rob a store. Cause you ain't getting no money. $2,000.
Like, I mean, seriously, like you on the news, and if you get caught and busted, and they gonna be like, "What you get caught for?" I robbed the bank 6 times. They gonna be like, "Oh, bro, you got some coins." I'm like, "No,
right, you got some bread, right?"
I got $2,000. Somebody gonna look at you like you fucking clown.
Listen, that's rent for a month. He got a point there nowadays.
Yeah, but
you need to make rent.
So but this is since July, so he just got enough rent to pay his August. So now he got in the middle of August. Now he got to go 6 more times to get his rent for September.
And at this point, they on his ass now, Don. So guess what?
His ass going to the 7th TD Bank. He going to jail.
No, he in a minute he gonna be somewhere he ain't gotta pay rent. So he be all right.
He going to jail now.
Right. So if he try to pay rent, don't worry about it. That bill is about to be non-void in a minute.
You pay a bigger fine than that if you if you rob the bank. Like they be like, oh well, you owe a fine. It'd be more than $2,000. My nigga, you only got $2,000 for robbing 6 banks.
Man, listen.
Let me say something. People gonna tell his ass.
Don't say he's good as long as he stay in the Bronx.
I believe it. I believe. You know what?
You believe? Oh my God.
That is crazy. Foolery like that.
Nah, that's crazy as fuck. He got $2,000 and robbed 6 fucking banks.
This shit crazy. So he either that, or he probably might be snatching somebody's money out their hand because they didn't give all the information when I was.
No, not this picture. Not the picture they got up here. This motherfucker went to the teller. You don't see this little black plastic bag? There's money in there.
Oh yeah. And they don't know if
this is an old ass man too, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He's old.
And then we gonna soon be about to wrap it up. But the last one we gonna speak on today is several people injured after MTA bus crashes into a pole. I'm trying to see the bottom of it in the Bronx. Goddamn!
What did Uncle Charlotte say? The craziest people are from the Bronx and Florida.
But you know, I've been seeing a lot of this go on. Even it was a situation in Queens. A bus driver, I don't know if he made a turn or what, but he ended up in somebody's house.
Yes, I saw that. They posted that shit on Facebook somewhere. I was like, wait a minute. How you end up in somebody's yard like this?
Bronx is kind of crazy. I see, Dawn. I didn't even realize that until just now. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just that they're just that short staff and they're pulling so many long hours and they're exhausted.
What happened? Like, you ran face. What is it? Head on into a damn pole. Is it you didn't see the pole, or the bus wouldn't stop? Was it the brakes? Like, what happened?
Well, this one says the bus driver had a medical episode prior to the crash, according to police. 2 people were seriously injured and taken to the hospital. However, their conditions are unknown.
Oh my God! So you mean he might have passed out?
Well, he
might have had like a seizure,
right,
or something like that. Oh wow!
So this one was the situation for the Bronx. I don't know about the one that happened in Queens. That one I'll look further into. But
I seen it. I was like, yo, how in the hell did he run up in these people's yard like that?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird out here in these streets, y'all. Mm-hmm. Be careful. Mm-hmm. You definitely have to watch out for yourself and for others, especially or if you on the road. This has always been the rule. Drive for yourself and for others, because you will try to get over in the lane, have your signal on, and nigga just make a last minute decision. I'm getting over, and there y'all go. So you got to pay attention.
Definitely.
Don't use your cell phone. I'm out here saying that like I don't use my cell phone when I drive, but pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention.
Mm-hmm. It's rough out here, especially in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's rough out here in the streets. And people are out here doing very senseless crimes. It's dumb, like idiotic. So just beware of people in general.
Right.
If somebody's angry, just walk the other way. Fuck it at this point. Just fuck it. You just never know who got a gun and is ready to blow your head off. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Correct. It's just an interesting situation. Like, it's a lot of shootings going on, and everybody shooting. Correct, definitely senseless shooting. So it's like a catch-22. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. I'm gonna stay in my house and chill, but you still need to go outside. That's why I'm on fucking vitamin D, because I don't got no damn sun rays coming in, you know. So it's whatever.
But shit, who knows? They jump shit. People are getting shot in their house, so shit, it doesn't matter what fucking.
Yes, oh my God, it's definitely you can't win for losing, definitely. Mm-hmm. And it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. You're 100% correct. But we appreciate everybody. This was a nice little topic we touched on our current events for today. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. If y'all don't already, y'all already know. Definitely follow us at Rainbow Refreshers. Rainbow Refreshers and Envious Creations. Hit Rainbow up for her drinks, for her One by Rainbow, for her massage. She is a licensed masseuse, in case y'all did not know. Also contact me, Envious Creations, for anything possible, event planning, treats.
For all things necessary. Envy got you.
But there you go. For all things necessary, you are correct. Also follow Pure Beauty 02. Her up-and-coming business, 360 Photos, is on the way. Please, if y'all don't already, follow Queens of NYC Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. If you don't have it already, download the app in your Google Play Store, your Apple Play Store, whichever one it is, whatever phone you have, download the app. It is currently free.
Currently. You hear what she said? Currently, because soon we about to be the shit, y'all, and y'all gonna have to pay. So get on board now.
Correct. Y'all better do something, figure it out, tell a friend to tell a friend, just make it do. If you have a small business, that will be our topic we're going to be touching on, because Rainbow mentioned to me this is a small business month. So
this is a black business month.
Nice. So August Black Business Month. If you are interested and you want promotion on your business, small, medium, or large, your business, contact us. You can be a guest on the show, or just send us your information at queensofnycpodcast@gmail.com. We will promote you. We will show it on the show for next week or whichever week we decide, but it will definitely take place this month. So once again, follow us at Queens NYC Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Follow the Evening Rush Network. Y'all don't support, tell a friend. If it's something for everybody on the show, well, at least during a week or however y'all want to put it. TL Mac Fitness is coming back on the air this week. Watch the Rush Wednesdays with the Evening Rush with Daughter Rainbow. Girls Relaxation Hours coming on next. Brooklyn at the Brown Table and Thinking.
That great.
Yes,
Think and Grow with Vet Green.
Vet Green is on Tuesday. We actually, whoever's looking to buy a home, whoever's looking to get into real estate, we have a real estate something real estate on Wednesday. Their show
Nina and Chris.
Yes, with the real estate. They are on Wednesdays. But like I said, if you download the app, you would know that, and you would know when everybody shows and everybody comes in a replay. Also follow us on YouTube. Follow us, watch the show, get your hours in.
What does it say? Subscribe, share, like.
Yeah, like.
That's what all the YouTubers say.
There you go. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend,
Subscribe down below, because they always like this.
So we are out of here. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. Our current events was nice and spicy and interesting. Everybody learned something today, which is always the goal. So, we will see y'all. You got anything to say real quick, Rainbow? Precious?
Thank y'all for coming out, showing love.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I gotta say.
We will see y'all next week, Monday, same time, same channel. Queens of NYC, and we out.